First of all, yes, the president was validly elected. The Supreme Court has ruled that he was elected, and I and my colleagues will be present at the swearing-in, and we will, of course, work with the government of President Museveni. Now, in terms of the process of the elections, I think we've talked already about the Electoral Observation Mission report. So if you want the authoritative view on what the European Union thinks about these elections, you go to that report and you see that we consider that there were issues.
But
yeah?
the
now to the
verdict is validated.
Yes, by the Supreme Court.
Okay.
And now to your third question about Dr. Besigye and all the restrictions on movements in the post-electoral environment.
Yes.
We do believe that that is a cause for concern, and there are instances of violations of fundamental freedoms enshrined in the Constitution of Uganda. So I don't have to be the judge of that. That is for the courts. But I do share the concern that these restrictions of movements are unconstitutional. But I would also say that at the bottom of this is a political problem of an opposition that feels excluded, beaten in the elections, and yet somehow needs to be included in the political life and process and in decision making. That is how a democracy functions, that you also respect the minority.
Indeed.
Yes, democracy is ruled by the majority, but it doesn't mean
exclusively.
No, it shouldn't. If you want democracy to function, you should also include the minority. And so I think these issues are at the heart of them. They are political. So running to courts or calling in the police or calling in audits or even being defiant, etc. Behind all that is a need for dialogue between the two sides to sit down and see what are the main issues beyond the personalities, beyond all the incidents. What are the main issues that this country, your country, is facing and need to tackle together? And I cannot, as a friend and outsider, imagine that there is not a single piece of common ground. When you look at the challenges facing Uganda, there must be some points where both the NRM and the FDC agree, yes, this is an area where we need to do a bit of work together to move the country forward.
Very diplomatic, but let me ask you a very straightforward question. In your interactions with both President Yoweri Museveni and Dr. Kizza Besigye, because we've seen you interact with both leaders.
Correct.
As individuals, but also as political entities that they lead. Do you get a sense of an appetite for dialogue between the two?
I do.
Let's put it on a scale of 0 to 10. I love that scale. Where 0 there is no appetite, you told me there is, and 10 is an incredibly high appetite.
Well,
how would you rank?
How is your appetite in the morning and how is it in the evening? It goes between 0 and 10, doesn't it?
Oh yes.
I think it's the same.
Brilliant.